Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article. Now, this is from the Daily Beast. Now, this was published, I guess, on February 20th or updated on February 20th. I just came across it. It's from this guy, Justin Baragona, which if you look at that skull, he's just a very unhappy person. He, in general, typically like the left. But look at the title here. Trump attacks Fox News' Neil Cavuto at rally. Fox personalities immediately jump to Cavuto's defense. Now, what's funny is they're trying to make it sound like it's big personalities. These are like the B and C team players. And some shill who had his money dried up by the groypers exposing him for being, bought off by a particular group of people who happen to be of a, particular persuasion, we'll say. Yeah, so not exactly your best thing here, but the subtitle, or like it's a quote basically, he's the leader of the free world. For him to sit there and attack a journalist or reporting facts on his presidency is not only problematic, it's unpresidential. If you're using problematic and unpresidential, you're probably a Trump deranged dipshit to begin with. Just saying. So yeah, let's get into the article here. President Donald Trump has once again taken aim at a Fox News host for being insufficiently loyal to him, mocking anchor Neil Cavuto at a Colorado rally on Thursday night, hours after blasting him on Twitter over a segment about Trump's cringeworthy 2016 debate performance. See, this is what's funny. Trump basically wiped the floor with, people he went up against in the debates, whether it was on the Republican side or when he went up against Hillary. He had a couple weak moments, but overall, and at the end, he stomped the shit out of him. And this is what's funny. Cringeworthy. Oh, because he verbally bitch slapped your girl Hillary? Is that why it was cringeworthy? Because, I love how he takes it out of context. Because whenever you see, and I say this all the time when I see it, something like that, where they take a word and put it in quotes, they're not giving you the full context of the quote because they just want it to be one particular way. Anyway, let's move on here. Fox News contributor Richard Fowler and anchor Ed Henry, however, jumped to the defense of their network colleague minutes after Trump's remarks aired, calling the president's remarks problematic and un-American. See, again, they're taking things out of context. They don't want to give you the full context. And what's funny is Richard Fowler, Ed Henry, who the hell are they? They're like the B squad. This isn't shit. Oh my God. And one reason why they were saying is because he was calling out Cavuto. Oh, no. See, this is what's messed up. You can't call out the journalist class. How dare you? Heaven forbid. They're supposed to be above all of us. We're supposed to be like the heathens, the unwashed masses, and we should be looking up to them and licking their boots and kissing their asses and worshiping them. And when the president doesn't do that, Americans aren't about to do that, because the president should set an example for the good little peons. And when the president sits there and calls out their bullshit, they don't like it, because then Americans go, hey, wait a minute. What the hell is this? And they start waking up and they go, that's bullshit. And you end up with these journalists who think that they have a purpose in life, which in the day and age, the internet age, their purpose is diminishing more and more and more because of things like social media, YouTube. Average people can do their jobs without, the overhead of these large companies. And they can't compete. And they know this. They know that they're going the way of the dinosaur, of the dodo bird. And they don't like it. They're fighting tooth and nail because they know that they have to try to make it look like they matter. They have to try to justify their existence at this point. It's so sad. Anyway, the president, who has made it a habit of taking shots at the conservative-leaning network when he feels some of its hosts and commentators are not showing him enough fealty, took issue Thursday afternoon with Real Clear Politics columnist A.B. Stoddard saying his 2016 debate performances were disastrous during Cavato's show. Because they weren't disastrous. This is what's funny. He literally wiped the floor with everyone he went up against. Republican debates. All right? He is the whole reason why Jeb Bush, the little sycophant who thought it was his time and he should just get it. All right? With the same type, he was the Republican version of Hillary. That's why he put his tail between his legs and left. Because low energy Jeb, he was calling him out on that. Okay? Hell. Look at what he did to Hillary. He wiped the floor with her. How is that disastrous? That's the whole point of, this is what's funny. They try to make it sound like this idea of presidential. If you go back a few generations, hell, you just got to go back to the last century, all right? And we're not talking like that far back. You could actually, it might actually be a little bit further because you did see him get riled up. But you want a poster child of how the people that were running for president and former presidents were, all right? Look at Teddy Roosevelt. That man would put Trump to shame. If he had Twitter when he was running for president, he would seriously put Trump to shame. And he called out every politician he could. And he was not kind about it. And they try to go, oh, well, Trump isn't being presidential. Up until, close to the middle of this last century. That was how presidents were. Now that we have a president, because they were populist, because the people actually fucking elected them. And they talked and acted the way the people did to a large extent, even if they were educated. Now, oh no, we can't have that. We got to have a teleprompting reading idiot that which was the last guy before Trump. Hell, you got the guy before him. Literally made his father's running mate look like an articulate and intelligent man. And, he acted presidential. Bill Clinton. Sleazy, scummy bastard selling this country out to China and other foreign interests. Oh, but he was presidential. Papa Bush. A warmongering CIA fucking scumbag. Oh, that's not a problem. Presidential. We get a president that actually gives a shit about the country, that's trying to do what's right for it. And because, oh no, as Tim, little bitch centrist Poole would say, he's boorish, people can't take it. Oh, fucking wah. Grow up. You talk about his language and say he needs to grow up. We're in the real world. Adults swear. Adults say mean things. Deal with it. None of this my virgin ears shit. Oh no, he was mean to someone. Who cares? Is he doing a good job otherwise? Yes, then shut the fuck up and deal. And I love how with this whole thing of disastrous, they take it out of quotes. They're just shitbags, just cherry picking words. That should tell you something. Could somebody at Fox News please explain to Trump hater A.B. Stoddard, Zero Talent, and Team Cavuto that I won every one of my debates from the beginning to end, Trump tweeted. Check the polls taken immediately after the debates. The debates got me elected. Must be Fox board member Paul Ryan. Now, what's funny is, he's right. You look at the polls after the debate. Everyone's saying Trump spanked Hillary or Trump spanked, the Republicans. Whether it was, he was going up against, Ted, I was born in Canada Cruz, who talks with a Texas drawl. My daddy's Cuban. My mom had me in Canada, even though she's American. You got to be born on American soil. I'm going to run for president. He spanked them all. Anyway, moving on. Later at his rally, the president mocked former news anchor Shep Smith, long a favorite target of his, before shifting his ire to Cavuto, who's taken Smith's place. Fox is not much better, but we got lucky. Trump bellowed while blasting the media. All of their high-rated shows are the ones that like Trump. All of their loser shows are the ones that don't like Trump. How is Shepard Smith doing? He had the lowest ratings, and now Neil Cavuto took his place. Is he wrong in that assessment? No. So, what's your problem here, you soy-filled bitch? Oh, that's right. You're trying to push a narrative. That's why you're taking single words out of full quotes and shit like that. Huh. Fox News, which was carrying the rally live at the moment, soon cut away and turned to Henry and his panel, which featured Fowler and Turning Point USA founder Charlie I'm a Bitch Kirk. After Kirk, a loyal Trump sycophant said, the president appeared to be in great spirits. Fowler took aim at Trump for insulting his colleague on Fox Airways. First off, Kirk is not a loyal Trump sycophant. That is a complete fucking lie. He was a never Trump piece of shit until he saw the fucking writing on the wall. And then he jumped on the Trump bandwagon. He is a fair weather little fuckwit. So don't you dare try to say that he is a Trump loyal sycophant. Because he's not. He's a bought-off piece of shit that the Groypers destroyed his income because they exposed that he was a bought-off piece of shit. That's not a loyal Trump sycophant. That's an opportunist little cockwit. Jesus Christ. Fucking Daily Beast leftist shitbag moron. He spent the past 30 or so minutes trashing one of our colleagues, Neil Cavuto, for no reason in particular, Fowler declared. No, he had a reason. You just don't agree with him. He had a reason. Oh, no. This speaks to the problem with the presidency. He can run good on the economy, and I'll give him points for that. But to sit on this air and trash a good journalist, it speaks to the problem we have. Excuse me, a good journalist? Huh. You're all buying time. You're not journalists. You're fucking on-air personalities. I'm more of a fucking journalist, and I don't remotely consider myself one, than you guys. You sit there in front of cameras and talk fucking shit. It's opinion shit. That's not journalism. Oh my God. You don't have a problem unless it's with your own issues. Because he's not done anything wrong except call out someone on Fox News. You don't seem to have a problem when he's doing it to, I don't know, CNN or MSNBC. You might personally, and you might have said something. But Fox in general just kind of goes, oh, yeah, whatever. And goes, oh, yeah, look at them calling them out. Yeah. When you're the ones under fire on the note of at least one personality, it's a different fucking story. Jesus. This is such ridiculous shit. We can't tell our kids not to bully. We can't tell our kids to be nice to your neighbors, he continued. We can't tell our children to do unto others when you have a president attacking a good man for no reason in particular, aside from the fact he criticized a particular policy position of his. He didn't... Whoa. You can tell your kids not to bully. You can tell your kids to be nice. You can, tell them not to bully. You can tell them to be nice to their neighbors. You can tell your children to do unto others. Because guess what? When Trump is actually opening his mouth, 9 times out of 10, he's defending himself. So that do unto other shit would apply. All you would need to say is look, little Johnny, or look, little Sally. I know the president says things that you might be like, whoa. But here's the thing. We have these people in what we call the legacy media. Or we'll say the news people. And there are a lot of mean, nasty little news people. Little tiny, just evil. They're like little trolls. And they like to lie about the president. They like to personally attack him. And the president, he goes and he verbally defends himself. So, Here's the thing, kid. You can do those things. You will not be a bully. You can be nice to your neighbors. But when it comes to that do unto others, if someone's going to give you shit, you stand up to them and you give it back. And you make sure that they're not going to give you shit again. And you make sure that they get put in their place. Because when you put someone in their place, if they're going to bully you, or if they're going to, talk shit about you, they're going to name call you, whatever, you put them in their place so that they'll stop. You don't go, it's not this now, it's this thing of, you go to whine to the teacher, and the teacher going to take care of it. Because kids won't stand up for themselves anymore. The president's an example of standing up for themselves. And that's what you do when you stand up for yourself, kid. And that's how you do it. So you can do those things. Hell, I think I could have just have that explained to a kid. I mean, if I put any swears in, obviously, don't add those to it. I tried to keep that part swear-free. But yes, that's the point. You can still do it. I mean, they're just upset that their special class is being attacked. Because they're like, oh no, if the president's doing it, average people are going to do it. And that's what happened with that whole fake news shit. Is Trump started calling them all fake news? And it stuck. And you had just normies calling them fake news and laughing. You look all the time when they're doing reports, you'll see someone in the background. Okay, not all on a relatively regular basis. But you'll see people in the background screaming, "You're fake news!" They don't like that. That's what this is about. Is Trump is setting an example for the average person on calling them out for their shit. It's so friggin' sad. Henry, for his part, piggybacked on Fowler's defense of Cavuto, adding, Neil Cavuto, from the first day I walked into Fox News. All right, first off, you dumb little fucker. All right, you soy boy bitch. Into is not two words in this case. It is one word. As in you are going into something, which is what you just put here. Holy shit. I walked into Fox News channel. All right. Neil Cavuto, from the first day I walked into the Fox News channel, has always been an outstanding man, an outstanding journalist, and I want to stand up for him as well. It also sounds like you want to get on your knees and fluff him too, but that's beside the point. Jesus. Moments later, after Kirk said he was going to stay out of Trump's attacks on Cavuto, I love this. How they try to make it sound like Kirk actually said it like that. He didn't. So anyway, would stay out of Trump's attacks on Cavuto while brushing off Trump's rallies as entertainment. Fowler pushed back on the pro-Trump pundit, comparing Trump to rock stars and comedians. Yeah, so? What's wrong with having a president who acts like a rock star or comedian? It's about fucking time. We haven't had a president like that in a while. You know what gets me is he says that Bill Clinton was called the rock star president. Huh. Oh, now you don't want him. Fuck you. Now you don't want a rock star president. Oh, whiny little bitches. Seriously. He's the leader of the free world. For him to sit here and attack a journalist, multiple journalists, for reporting facts on his presidency is not only problematic, it's unpresidential, Fowler concluded. It's un-American. Our First Amendment is of freedom of press. Fuck you. Whoa. Hey, asshole. First off, what facts were they talking about? He literally said, look at the polls. Look at what the people thought. Which, you had someone's fucking opinion come on and say, oh, well, yeah, his debate sucked, he had problems with the debate, blah, 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 blah. He did shitty in the debate, debates in 2016. And the American people think otherwise. So you've got one person's opinion, which is not a fact. You have Cavuto helping to push said opinion, going against the popular opinion. Trump calls it out, and you say that, oh no, for attacking him for facts. That's not facts. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, including the president. And his is that yours was wrong. And he said, look at the people's opinion. Get over it. And it's not un-American. Okay, I can attack anyone I want verbally, but I love that choice of words, attack. So calling someone out, all right, giving them shit, or anything like that is attacking them. Oh, wow. To me, an attack is if someone physically comes at me. That's talking shit or something like that. Get over yourselves. And you got to paint it that way, though, because you got to make it look like you're the victims. You people have lied to the American public for years. You created narratives, and now that you can't with Trump, regardless if it's CNN, MSNBC, Fox, or whatever, because he can just counter your shit, you get attacked when that happens. This is so fucking ridiculous. That's not unpresidential. You think being presidential is shutting the fuck up and letting us talk about you whatever the way we want. That's not how it works. And this idea of First Amendment is freedom of press. Our First Amendment is of freedom of the press. No, it's about free speech. See, the idea of the free press is physically the printing press, not people who are fucking reporting the news. The idea of the free press, okay, being that you could go get a printing press. You could start printing whatever you wanted. And like speech, it would be protected. Physically, the printing press. You are not the press. You are someone who has the right to free speech. But you are not physically a fucking printing press, you dumb fuck. This is what I mean by the elite class. They think what literally is discussing the printing press is what they are. Because they want to separate themselves from the rest of us. It's so fucking sleazy. And he's on Fox too, which I got no problems with where he is. I just look at him as a person. But I just find this funny, that we get this type of shitbag, this elitist fucking shitbag. Or it just kind of shows the true colors of Fox hosts, I guess, or journalists in general. Anyway, Fox Business Network host Trish Regan, who is on the air following the president's remarks, also came to the defense of Cavuto, who also anchors a daily program on Fox Business. It's come to my attention the president, while speaking to the crowd in Colorado Springs, said something disparaging against one of my colleagues, Reagan noted. He is someone who started this network, Fox Business, and someone who was the utmost journalist and always fair. I can tell you about Neil. He is a fair person, a fair guy, and a good man, she added. So I'm disappointed that the president said those things, because Neil Cavuto is one guy who doesn't deserve it. So wait a minute. He called Cavuto out. This is what's funny. You've got them trying to spin this. You have Cavuto put this idiot on who goes, oh, well, Trump did really, really bad. And they try to portray this as fact. Trump says, whoa, wait a minute. I think that person is completely wrong. I'm obviously paraphrasing. Let's see what the people said. Look at the polls. And that's attacking Cavuto for saying, hey, this is why your ratings are in the toilet. You bring on this idiot. This is what he basically did. He said, look, you brought on this idiot and allowed them to talk shit, saying I did shitty in the debates when the polls say otherwise. And you wonder, and this is why your ratings are shitty. He didn't say anything disparaging about him. Oh my God. This just goes to show that when it's convenient, the Daily Beast will side with Fox. Okay? And try to take advantage of the situation. When you look at this, all right, with these journalists, they think they're a protected class. They're trying to protect their own. They're trying to make it look like, oh no, well, that's unpresidential, that's un-American. How is it un-American when the press is being a bunch of shady, shifty, sleazy scumbags, or they're not doing their due diligence, or they're just dropping the ball in general, we'll say. They're not doing what a quote unquote, a free press on the note of how they look at it. They're not doing what they should be doing. How is pointing that out and calling it out and saying this is why you have shitty ratings un-American? That's free speech, motherfucker. That's no more. You can't get more American than that. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.